In this video, I'm going to talk about the 3 ways Neville Goddard taught to manifest. Okay. And I forget what book it was from. I'll get the book right now, but let's get started, okay? Number one, wherever you're at, you could be standing, you can be whatever you're doing, all right? But you can't be like moving around, okay? You could be sitting down, standing, and then close your eyes and imagine yourself elsewhere. Let's say you want to manifest being at a Laker game. Right now, you're sitting down on your couch or in your room or on your bed, what have you. You imagine that you're sitting down, front row, at a Laker game or whatever sports team that you like. You're on the front row. Your body, on the other hand, is in your room. But in imagination, you are elsewhere. And that's who you really are. That imaginal being, I got it from the 1948 lesson series with questions and answers. That's where I got it from. Your awareness of being, your awareness, that is who you are. That's who you truly are. That's who everybody is. Every human being is not truly a human, their awareness. And where you are in awareness, that's where you're gonna go. That's where you're gonna go. All right. So that's as simple as it is. And feel yourself to be there. Okay, feel yourself to be there, and you'll get there. Okay, that's all you need to do. You'll see that all of these are very similar, but a little bit different. Okay. So again, repeat the scene, right? Like if you're at a front row seat to that sports game, then repeat it until you make it, until it feels real, until you, like, it feels like you're really, really there. Okay. And repeat it over and over and over again. That's key. Repeat over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. That is key. I'm taking off my shoes right now because I just walked marshmallow. Second one, okay. If you're taking notes, and remember, I've been studying Neville Goddard for since 2019. So we're in 2026. This is about 7 years, and I still read. I still read his stuff, and I still apply it. Something about reading helps you with belief. And I've gotten a little nuggets here and there from different people. Bob Proctor, Neville Goddard, Wes Watson, Brendan Manifesting, David from Elmer O. Locker Jr. YouTube channel. Little things, just it all just adds up. Some from books on wisdom, coaches like Aries, my dating coach. Everything just kind of aligns, but I haven't stopped studying, and I haven't stopped learning the same stuff over and over and over and over again, like, so it could be like part of me, right? That's the key. And sometimes it takes time for you to really understand this stuff. I realized this because I had hurt my pec repping 225. I felt I could do 225, and then something collapsed in my chest. The whole thing didn't tear, but it made me think, like, dang, I jumped too fast, too fast. Sometimes we want things too fast, and we're not focused in the journey. There's another thing I learned: focus on the journey. Okay, so focus on the visualization, the imaginal acts. Okay, when I say visualization, I mean imaginal acts, because it's not about seeing; it's about being and feeling. Okay, being and feeling, being that person now, despite circumstance, and feeling like that person, and feeling the experience within. All right, feeling it to be true. When you feel it over and over again, then you feel it to be true. So it's together. All right, feeling the experience in your imagination, like with your five senses, your imaginal senses, hear, taste, touch, smell. Machi, get over here. What is that? Come here. Oh, he smells chicken on the cat's food's plate. That's far from his reach. Uh, so I think he was trying to like scratch at the top of the counter. All right, so number two. Number two is get into a state akin to sleep. This is the difference between the other one. I think this is the only difference. So he wants you to, Neville Goddard wants you to sit down or lay down and run an imaginal scene, okay, of what you would experience if it were true, okay? What would it be like? Let's say you want money. What would it be like? What would you get, right? You get a check. What would you see, a deposit, right? What would it be like? If you're with this person, let's say a specific person that you want to manifest, what would it be like? If you're married or you're just having, intercourse, or you guys are boyfriend and girlfriend, what would it be like? What would you see? Okay. And see it. All right. And again, repeat it over and over and over and over and over and over again. And he says to create a scene following the accomplishment. Like, let's say you got the money, right? Let's do the money one. Let's say you got the money. You got this check of a certain amount. What would you be doing following that? Immediately following that, like you would deposit the check if you got a check, right? Or if you got a direct deposit, what would you be doing immediately after that? Maybe buying a specific car, what have you. It's that simple. And then repeat the act over and over and over and over and over again. Eventually you'll start feeling the feeling of having it. Like, and you'll add a few things. You'll add a few things to the imaginal act. First, maybe you'll feel, you'll say something, you'll hear something, then you'll see something, then you touch something, and it becomes more. Now you see a little bit more. Now you touch a little bit more. Now you hear a little bit more. It's still the same act. The same act. Let's say, for example, somebody shakes your hand because you got married, like, and you're at a grocery store, and you see a guy or somebody tells you, "Hey, congratulations, you're married." And you shake the guy's hand. Then repeat it again. "Hey, congratulations, you just got married last week. Congratulations." And then you see something on his head. Maybe there's some sunglasses. Now you see him with sunglasses, or you see the outside of the grocery store. Like, you're in the grocery store, you see bananas, you see whatever it is. Maybe it's a grocery store that you know, right? That you know of, so you can see the certain things. I do this for like my muscle ups. I see myself at the top of the bar, and when I'm at the top of the bar, there's a big TV screen, the back of it, on the near the ceiling. So in my imagination, I see the back of the TV. I'm at the top of the bar and I see the TV. I'm like, yes, and then I run it physically. Then I attempt the muscle up physically. Um, just a short scene, and you do it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, and you start getting the feeling of having it, whatever it is, joy, love, relief, whatever it is, feel it. This is what Brendan Manifesting and then shares. He says, decouple it, right? He gave it a term. Neville Goddard would just say, what would it feel like? What's his name? David from the David O. Locker Jr. YouTube channel. He calls it Nevilleizing it. What would it feel like if you already achieved it? How would you feel if you already achieved it? And so when you're doing this imaginal act, like Neville Goddard teaches, you get into the feeling, right? And you're doing it over and over again. Same thing. You're just holding on to the feeling over and over and over again. Okay, just like an affirmation. I call it an affirmation. Same thing. So let's go on to the next one. The third and final Neville Goddard manifesting technique. This one is where you assume the feeling the wish will feel. Again, ask yourself, how would it feel like if you already achieved it? How would you feel like if you already achieved it? I kind of tell myself third person point of view. I've been doing lately. I'm like, how would you, Miguel? How would you feel like? How would you feel like? Right? And I'm telling myself, if you already achieved X, Y, Z, or X, right? I like to do just one, like X. I would feel this, and I just feel the feeling. So Neville Goddard says, do that. Feel the feeling of the wish fulfilled. How would you feel like if you already achieved it? And then close it out with the short phrase, like thank you. Give thanks. Yeah, actually, this is the third one. Just give thanks. Like thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, because you would give thanks if you already achieved it. Okay. And I was scrolling through Instagram, and I love my Instagram because it shows me a lot of positive things. Like a lot of people talk about manifesting. I see a little bit of Lakers stuff, some fitness stuff. Whatever you're looking at, that's where your frequency is at. Okay, whatever you're looking at on Instagram, YouTube, whatever, that's where your frequency is at. So what's popping up? Is it positive stuff or is it negative stuff? Because that's where you're at. And there's this guy who had just been randomly popping up, and I've been resonating with this stuff. He says he would say the Our Father. Our Father is an amazing, amazing prayer. Um, I would when I was incarcerated and when I started learning about manifesting, because the Bible's about getting whatever you want. That's what it is. It's about getting what you want. If you really read it and you see the main themes, ask, believe, receive, move mountains, have faith, all this stuff, have faith, go about your day and in faith, if you follow me, you have everlasting life, you'll have freedom, the kingdom of heaven is within. All this stuff, about like spirituality and metaphysics and faith. That's what the Bible's about. It's not about physical, the world, It's not about the physical world. It's all about mentality. It's all about spirit. And so I would get in my bed and I would be like, Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, like kind of will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us there our daily bread and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. And then I would say, Amen, Amen. And then I would say, Oh, thank you for this day, God. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then I would start imagining me being in college because I know I was gonna get out of prison. So I would imagine myself being in college, like yes, like hell yeah, and like I know that I'm succeeding. I feel like a success. So in my heart, I know I'm successful. I know I'm successful in my heart. I'm walking around on the campus, or then I switch the scene and I'm sitting down, and there's a professor, like a white dude, walking back and forth, talking, and all that stuff manifested. Okay, and that feeling manifested as well because I got to UCLA, I got scholarships, got A's, had mentors, everything. This is why I know this stuff works. But I had forgot about it because, I started going to school and then I stopped reading the Bible. And I kind of forgot about it until I got to Bob Proctor's coaching program and we started learning about Bible quotes, Neville Goddard, and all types of stuff. I'm like, man, this is stuff that I studied when I was incarcerated, when I read the Bible. And it was amazing how all that happened. And I kind of just started getting together, coming together, coming together, coming together, coming together. But guess who attracted all that stuff? Me. Because I decided I wanted to do something with my life. I wanted to be something, you know? And yeah, that's another way of manifesting. The Our Father, and this guy, this young kid, he's a young dude in a big old mansion and everything. He's like, yeah, I you do the Our Father, like I would say the Our Father, and if I can find it, I wish I could find it again. But yeah, he gave it his like process. It was very similar. He said he would visualize for hours. He could walk around and just feel like he's like that person, right? Like the millionaire or whatever amount he manifested. He said for hours he would walk and just feel like he's that person. How do I feel now that I have it? And he manifested it, and then he'll get home and say the Our Father, right? I'm gonna try and look for it again if I could find it, and then maybe on the next video I could put it, because it's very, 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 very true. I've experienced that. But yeah, the kingdom is within. Everything you need is within, right here within. Just imagine yourself with it. Do it over and over again. Feel grateful. Feel the feeling of the wish fulfilled, and it'll show up. And all of these, it's all about feeling the wish fulfilled. All these methods that I just explained to you are about feeling the wish fulfilled, feeling like you already have it, being that person and feeling like that. Okay. So confident people get good results. Winners, you feel like a winner, you get winning results. It's fair. Okay. Life is fair. Life is a simulation, but it's fair. So if you don't have money, it's because you're feeling like you don't have money. If you don't have the girls in your life, because you feel like you don't have girls in your life. If you or guys, if you're a girl watching this, if you don't, if you don't, you're not healthy physically, you're not strong, things like that. It's because you're feeling and being your identity is not healthy and strong, and you're feeling not healthy and strong. Okay, it's twofold, thought and feeling, and then it manifests. So everything you have already is because you've been thinking and feeling this way. Even though you might feel like nothing right now, it's because you're thinking and feeling that way in a subconscious level. Okay, there's programs running for health, wealth, love, and happiness. All these programs are running. Okay, now I've been fortunate enough. I've been telling my family a lot. Like I feel like I achieved everything in life because one, I have more than enough money. I'm not. Oh shit! I wish I could buy this, but I don't have enough money. That used to be me. It used to be me. But now I could go and buy whatever the fuck I want. I want to eat something, buy something. I don't have to worry. No more worry. Okay. I'm a money magnet, and I've been saying I'm a fucking money magnet for a long ass fucking time until it finally showed up. So some of us are born with certain programs that are already running that are good. Like for me, was health oh yeah, health. Because I've always been healthy. I've always been in shape. One time I got out of shape, and I just imagined myself being in shape, having a six pack, and I got it pretty quickly. Because I've always been in shape. I've always been capable. I've always like when I'm running for in PE class. When I was running in PE class, I was like top three. If somebody was sick or something, like the top guy didn't go to school, I was like the top guy. But I'm like, I know I'm not the top guy right now because I'm only the top guy right now because the main guy is sick, right? Or there was a girl too who would always be in front of me or behind me. But yeah, so I'm one of the best. So my mind's like I'm one of the best. I'm one of the best. I'm always in shape and stuff like that. Some people have good beliefs with love, because their parents support them. The parents are like, hey, like it's okay. You could go talk to a girl and invite her over or take her out to eat. I'll give you the money, stuff like that. And like as they're growing up, very supportive. My parents weren't like that, so I kind of had to like really reconstruct my beliefs because the beliefs I was given were very limiting. Okay, same with money. Beliefs were very limiting, so I had to change my beliefs. All right, um, and positive ones like working hard. Just put in the elbow grease. You know what I mean? My parents worked hard. That's something about coming from an immigrant family. It's like I think all immigrants I see that come to the United States have that work ethic. It's just like I don't know why, but we just have that work ethic. I think our parents come for that. They come to work. We're not like just like born into the to this country. I'm in the United States. For those of you who are around the world, um, when you're born in the country, you're just like, oh, this is my default. Like I'm just living. But when you go into another country, you're like, okay, I'm here to work. That's my priority. That's my goal. And so my parents really taught me how to do that. That's how I got into UCLA, because I also worked hard for it. But I digress because manifesting is not about hard work. A lot of this stuff can be done without it. Because if you want a car, you want to manifest tacos, you want to manifest pizza, you want to manifest a home, it can happen just overnight. And it feels like it happens overnight. And you get it. You get it. Um, yeah. I hope you like this one. That's it for today. This is something I wanted to share because it's so simple, so simple. I was imagining a scene, an end scene, and when I came out of it, I'm like, wow, like I was like shocked at where because I was here physically, but I was somewhere else in my imagination, and the contrast was just shocking. I was like, whoa, but I'm still feeling the feeling of accomplishing it, And this is something that you can do. Just celebrate it. Like, yes, I got it. Yes, got it. Yes, 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 yes. Celebrating. Um, Faith is the evidence of things unseen. So when you're celebrating, you're showing faith. Feeling is faith. Okay, whatever you're feeling, you're whether you know it or not, it's gonna show up. So feeling and knowing this information is faith. Okay, knowledge creates faith because if you don't know this stuff, you could be feeling good, but you may not at a certain level may not believe it. Um, that's why people have limiting results. They believe they can have certain things, but not other things. You know, I'm fortunate enough. Health, wealth, love, happiness. I'm in shape, money, Um, I date multiple girls, and I found the key to being happy. Okay, just being, well, at least for me, it works, and that's working out, gratitude, um, staying busy, reading, work, being in the process of the journey. Okay, if you're really like stuck, focus on goals and just focus on the journey. Like one of my main goals right now is push pressing 200 pounds, um, or push jerking 200 pounds, and that keeps me happy. It keeps me motivated. Also have a money manifestation goal. I start imagining push pressing to 200. But this is fun, just going through the process, because we do like um, two to three by like 3 sets. We've been doing in the last couple of weeks at CrossFit, and it gets you stronger. It gets you stronger. Uh, but I like that process. Um, yeah, so just enjoy the process, see the end, and follow the route, follow the hunches, follow the route, and everything will happen. Just, all right. One thing that's coming to my mind right now is the subconscious programs. Okay, you shouldn't be worried all day long. If you're worrying, anxious, that's because those are the programs, and you're in a habitual state of those feelings. Same way you got those by constantly thinking and feeling that way, you change it by constantly thinking a different way. Okay, thinking and feeling a different way. So the way you think is a decision. Okay, it's a decision. So I'm gonna think positively. Boom, done. Now I'm gonna take positive actions, because these positive actions, like gratitude, it's a mental action, starts getting you in a positive vibe. Physical actions, helping others, going to the gym, maybe drinking your favorite tea, um, whatever it is, that gets you in a positive frequency, meaning feeling good. As a result, as a byproduct of that action, start doing that. Make that a habitual way of being. This is why I work out every single day, and I don't go crazy. Again, remember, I messed up my pec. Had a scare, and because I was going too crazy. But hey, what was going? What was going with this? Do things right. Don't hurt yourself. Um, Listen to your conscience. Stay in a high frequency. All right. It's okay to be in a negative frequency. It happens. All right, but you're in control. So find the ways that are gonna help you. Um, yeah. So hope you like this one. If you want more information, make sure to click the description or go to my YouTube bio and click the books link, the authors link. It'll take you to my authors page on Amazon, and there's books where I've written extensively on manifesting, self-development. You'll get more details, more information, examples of how all this stuff works. Whatever resonates with you, get it. And make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so more people get this amazing information. All right. Oh, if you want to send me a message, a more personalized message to me, go to my Instagram, same name, Miguel the Famous King, and yeah, send me a DM. Okay. All right. Peace.